Salutations readers, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nkechi, and for today this is going to be the first Full Moon Readathon 2024 reading vlog. Now if you're not aware of the Full Moon Readathon and you just click on this random video here, please check my video description down below here for the announcement video and for my initial TBR video as well. I'll be linking them both down below. And it is literally August 1st. It's actually nearly 3 a.m. I'm just recording this intro now because I don't feel like doing it later on in the day, so we're just gonna do it now. I know I said I'm gonna link my Full Moon Readathon TBR video down below, but I'm gonna be quite honest with y'all. we're already gonna be venturing off from the original TBR. I know, it's literally the first day, I'm already venturing off. Usually I wait till like around the middle of the readathon to do that, but no, we're already starting off day one to do that because honestly, I can no longer hold on to the fact that I have arcs that I really want to read, and I am definitely behind on reading them. In fact, I actually have 2 arcs that are officially gonna have their release during this readathon, and I want to read them beforehand, and also have library holds, so I kind of want to really prioritize those reads. And then we'll see about the initial TBR. I mean, I still have to read like a classic and like read a book that's like a wolf involved, like, you know, I have other, like all the prompts and stuff I still need to be able to read. However, the books though that I do plan to read for this vlog is I'm still gonna find a way to like see if they fulfill prompts for this readathon, because I'm not just trying to like read and it's a readathon vlog and then I'm not reading books that meet the readathon. Like, I'm not trying to do that. So I do have 3 books that I really want to prioritize for this vlog, and this vlog is only for like a few days, and by a few days I mean like 4 days specifically. Now again, the point though for me is really focusing on arcs, and right now I'm kind of in the mood to be really focusing on arcs that are coming out in August. So I'm gonna be focusing on those books. But I also really want to read a book that I got from my library, which is literally due any week, honestly. So I do need to at least start reading it because I don't want to return it to my library before I get a chance to at least start reading it. And hopefully I'll finish it before I need to return my library, because one thing I don't want is the library to call me, tell me that I have an overdue library loan. That's what happened to me last week, and I was not happy about it. I was in the middle of reading that book too. But anyways, I'm talking about reading Blessings by Chukwuebuka Ibe. This was literally like a highly anticipated release for me, especially for the month of June. So I finally got the book physically from my library, but I still have not started reading it, and it's literally due in a week. So I need to like hurry the fuck up. So this book is gonna be actually high priority actually for this particular vlog. Thankfully it's not super long, it's literally less than 300 pages, and if I really focus in on it, and then I should be able to finish it. The problem is though, I don't know if I'm really in the mood for literary fiction, but I really do want to get to Blessings though, and then I will be reading my arcs here on my Kindle. I don't really want to talk about them right now in this intro because I generally don't know if I'm really going to get into these ones or if I'm even finish them. I don't even know, because really Blessings is really the main priority here. We shall see though, but I do have arcs on my Kindle that I want to read, and while it is really getting close though to 3 a.m. I am going to at least do at least a little bit of reading before I sleep. We shall see though. But anyways, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what I want to let y'all know so far. We're already venturing out the TBR. I mean, I'm shocked that's happening now. I'm not shocked that's going to be happening, but I'm shocked it's happening now. So yeah, that's where we're at. Anyways, I'll definitely will talk to you all later, hopefully with some substantial reading updates. Alright, salutations y'all. So it is the next day. It's nearly 7:45 a.m. and the only reading update I have for y'all is that I did start reading The Dead Cattail Assassins by P. Djeli Clark. It literally comes out August 6th. So I think around the time this video will go up, the book will be out. So I'm only like around 10% of the way in. So what this story is about is like pretty much it's actually a novella. So pretty much like a P. Djeli Clark novella. It's what, you know, a lot more of his like longer novellas for sure. And we are following this assassin named Evine. She's actually dead, hence the dead cat tail. But there is no cat tails. Like, they're not cats. They don't have tails, but they're dead, definitely, and they're assassins. So she pretty much is at the very start of this book, she is assigned a job to pretty much assassinate someone, and she's pretty much in the middle of doing that. So yeah, I'm not even done with like the very first chapter. This is just like the first 10%, which is about 20-ish pages, I think. So I think these are going to be some pretty long chapters, which like seems about right for a P. Djeli Clark novella. And so far, I do like the writing style. I do like Evine so far. There is a particular like sense of humor that does remind me of like Gideon Nav from Gideon the Ninth, but the humor in here is definitely a different kind of humor. Even though they have this similar vein here, Like, there's not like any like pop culture references or meme references kind of humor. It's just like a very snarky attitude kind of humor that can lean towards a little bit more crude. So yeah. So if you're kind of like Nini and Nav's like sense of humor, then you're gonna like Evine's sense of humor as well. And the thing is too though is that Evine does not remember anything from like her past life. Like, she doesn't remember anything when she was alive. She's just remember only the things as far as like becoming an assassin when she became dead, basically. She don't know how, she don't remember how she died. She don't remember the life she had before she died. Nothing. Just the fact that she's now an assassin. I do think that we're probably gonna learn more about that. That's just my guess, is that we're gonna learn more about her past life. Eventually, she might just remember, or maybe we'll go the entire story, not her not knowing anything. Highly doubt it though. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I really can say because it's not much. Really. And I didn't read more of the story because I was just playing on the Nintendo Switch. I was playing Splatoon 3 and Breath of the Wild. I was just playing video games. I didn't feel like reading much. But today I am going to be doing a lot more reading because I actually have reading sprints in about 15 minutes. So definitely going to get some more reading done. So yeah, we shall see. I do think though I do hope though to finish reading The Dead Cattail Assassins. We shall see though. It depends how long I want to sprint. My goal though is to finish reading The Dead Cattail Assassins today, and then I could probably start reading, or start to see if I can try to finish reading this other arc, but I don't know. So we shall see though. But anyways, that's pretty much it. That's all I really have for y'all right now, and I'll just talk to you all when there's some more substantial reading updates. Hopefully it'll be today. If not, it'll be tomorrow for sure. Salutations, y'all. It is Saturday afternoon, and I do actually have some substantial updates. So I did continue reading The Dead Cattail Assassins yesterday during my full moon readathon sprint, and I got to about a third of the way through, and the plot has definitely started to thicken because there were things that were happening that I'm just like, oh, we learned something new here. This is interesting. So now I'm just following the characters, just exploring that new development, and we're just trying to get some clarity on things. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can really say. There's not really much I can really say about The Dead Cattail Assassins, not because like it's an arc, but really because of the fact that it's a novella. It's short, and it's very focused on like this one particular aspect now, and I can't say much else about it. All I can say is that I'm having a good time with it. I really do like the writing, and with all P.J. Clark's works, I really do like the dialogue. There's just the way that he writes dialogue that I just really like reading about, and the world that he's created is also very interesting as well. Like the way that this assassin guild works and stuff is very fascinating. So yeah, that's all I can really say about that. Now, I did officially DNF A Sorceress Comes to Call by T. Kingfisher. I stopped at 20%. In this book, I just lost interest. I got bored. Like, I do think that the plot probably would have gone a little bit more interesting if I just kept reading it, but at this point, I really just got tired of reading this arc, and I'm already behind on other arcs, and as far as reviewing them, and I just had to be done. I was like, nope, I'm done. Not to say that the book is bad. I think this is just more of a me thing, because the writing itself is still good, and there is room for like something to happen regarding the plot and the characters that could be interesting. It's just that I just lacked patience, and I just could not care any more or less. So unfortunately, that's a DNF. And then I started reading The Children of Gods and Fighting Men by Shauna Lawless. This was a book that I was introduced to on Bookstagram. This is I think an Irish historical fantasy. This is like a first book in a trilogy, I believe as well. And we do follow, I think, 2 Irish goddesses, I think. I'm still not totally sure what the story is really about. I just saw this on Bookstagram one day, and it's talked about like it's a fantasy inspired by like Irish mythology and history. And I'm still trying to get my bearings as far as like who is who and like the plot and stuff. But it seems to me that one of the goddesses that we're following has a son who is going to be the next king of Dublin, I think. No, there is already an heir, but one of her sons, she wants to have him be the one in the throne instead of this other boy here. And then we have another goddess who's like a healer. I'm not totally sure what her role is. I'm still trying to get my bearings on in as far as this plot in this world. So far though, I do like it. I do like the audiobook, and I'm just more curious about the book itself and what's it really about, because I genuinely have no idea what's it really about until I looked at the synopsis like a few hours ago. I was like, oh wait, there's these characters. Okay, cool. Honestly, this probably would have been best if I had like a physical or an ebook copy to follow along with the audiobook, because I do feel a little bit lost, but that's more on me and less on the book itself. But other than that though, I'm still having a good time with it. And also for today, I went live today with Leslie from Books, Girls, and Purrs. She and I were hosting a live discussion to talk about the Vampires of Our Norte by Isabel Cañas. So if you're interested about our discussion, there is a spoiler-free section, but most of our discussion was spoilery, but there is still a spoiler-free section. So but even if you haven't read the book, you can still at least get our initial thoughts on it. So yeah, I will link the live show down below in the video description if y'all want to check out the replay. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I did yesterday and today. I also was playing some games as well, so I didn't do as much reading of the Dead Cat Tail Assassins yesterday because I wanted to play on the Switch. So yeah, but yeah, I definitely will talk to you all tomorrow, and to close out this vlog also tomorrow. Salutations, y'all. It is 7 p.m. and it's Sunday, and I want to give y'all one more update. So yesterday, after my previous update, I did start reading Martyr via audio. And if you don't know, this is, I think it's a debut novel. It came out this year, and this is like a queer contemporary lit fic where we're following an Iranian American man who's recently graduated from, like recently or some time ago, somewhat recent, graduated from college. He's moving through life in a way that he wants to die, but not quite like suicide, but like more like if he's gonna die, he wants his death to mean something, like martyrdom. So he's kind of like obsessed with like being a martyr. It doesn't quite have a plot, so I don't know really what much to say, except the fact that I'm just enjoying my time with this book. It's interesting because it doesn't really have a plot. I'm just learning about this Iranian American man who's very much obsessed with like martyrdom, but then also I get like perspective, like passages and chapters of like other people around his life, like his parents, like his best, like his roommate, like his college roommate. It's very interesting. And to be quite honest, I really wasn't sure if I even would be in the mood for a literary fiction, because I really thought that this would be the summer that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be reading a lot more literary fiction. And June and July have not been much of literary fiction moods at all as far as like the month in my reading. But now though, I'm actually feeling it. I'm actually feeling the kick of reading literary fiction. And it's probably because it's August and it's kind of like back to school season. So like if you're trying to do any like last minute summer reading, you know, and you have this one book that you have to read for school, for your English class, and you're like, oh crap, I have less than a month to read this book, so I better hurry up and read this book. That's kind of what that's kind of like the energy I'm feeling right now regarding reading a lit fic. But anyways, yeah, so far I'm really enjoying it. I really do like the narrator. The narrator is doing a really good job narrating and keeping my intention as well. So I also really like the writing. The way that the writing is also kind of funny. Like there's definitely some times when I'm like in this main character's head and even other characters' heads that's actually quite funny to me. So I think this book could actually fit for the prompt to read a book with humor, because this actually is truly just funny. Like it has a dark, sarcastic twist of a sense of humor, but I still really like it. It's interesting, I have to say. I'm like about 39% of the way through, so like I'm having a good time with it, and it's not overly long, which I do appreciate. And then today, when I was out and about, I finally started reading Blessings. And I'm also having a good time with this one. I'm actually surprised I'm having a good time reading this with my eyeballs. I guess maybe listening to Martyr gave me a sense of just reading Blessings. So I've made it to about, let's see, page 56. So a little bit over 50 pages into Blessings. And this is another queer literary fiction novel that's also a debut, also came out this year. There's a trend here, there's a little bit of a pattern here. Pretty much, if you don't know what this story is about, we follow Obi Ifuna, who lives currently in like Nigeria. This is like mid 2000s, and we start off in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, and then his father witnesses an intimate moment between him and another boy, and he pretty much banishes him to a boarding school in Owerri, which is a state in Nigeria. And yeah, so that's pretty much that part of the story. But we're also following like his mother as well, which is very interesting. I find the inclusion of like the perspective of his mother to be a very interesting inclusion, because I really thought this entire novel would be just of Obiofuna. But his mother is interesting in the sense of, like, we do get like a perspective of like Obiofuna's like birth and like the significance of the fact that he was born. We also get like her relationship to Obiofuna, especially when he does end up going to the boarding school, because Obiofuna's mother does not really know why her son, her oldest son, mind you, because she has two sons, Obiofuna and then his younger brother Ikene. She's more closer to Obiofuna more so than Ikene, so it was very interesting. So for her, she's kind of like, wait, why on earth, like she's asking like her husband, like, wait, why on earth are you sending my son to like a whole boarding school when like he's just doing fine with the school that he's in now? And his father refuses to tell her what happened. I think she's gonna find out eventually what happened. So the plot here is not strong here as well. It's more like we're just following Obiofuna when he's in this boarding school, and we're gonna look with his mom as far as what's going on at home. But yeah, so far I'm also really liking the writing style. Like, I really do appreciate this writing style. It's a lot more down to earth, but it still has like this, it's still somewhat lyrical. Like, it still has some really good, beautiful writing, but it's also more down to earth, so it's not trying to do too much extra regarding like metaphors and stuff and descriptions. So far, like the past day, like about within a 24-hour period, I've just been really interested in reading queer lit fic, one via audio and one physically. So yeah, hopefully I finish this book before this book is literally due in like a few days, so we shall see about that. But then I still want to read though The Children of Gods and Fighting Men, and then also The Dead Cat Assassins, and I need to actually read books that actually fulfill prompts, because right now I'm just letting my mood reading just take the reins, and I'm just hoping that my mood reading fits into a prompt. We shall see. Oh, but as far as like an activity prompt though, I think I did reading outside, or like doing an activity outside. I think there's a prompt for that. I have a picture right here, because I was briefly in a nearby park and I was reading a couple pages of Blessings. So yep, at least I fulfilled that. So hey, we're making some progress for this readathon, right? We're doing it. We're doing it. Anyways, I'm just here to end this vlog right here. Did I end up finishing anything? Nope. I mean, I did like start 4 books and 1 vlog, so that's a feat in of itself. So now I'm like 6 current reads. Hey, at least I'm back up to my bullshit now. We're having like multiple current reads going at the same time. It's just that I just so happened to end up starting 4 of the books at the same time. I also did DNF a book, so that's something at least memorable for this vlog as well. But anyways, that is pretty much the end of this vlog, and I won't be starting my next full moon readathon vlog until another few days, because I just want breaks in between, and I really don't feel like vlogging the entire readathon experience, since it is 13 days. I don't really feel like doing the entire experience, so there will be days in between where I won't be vlogging anything, but I will be vlogging though the last 4 days. So there will be a vlog of those days. So August 9, 10, 11, and 12. Not the 13th. There'll be a reason why. I'll talk about it in the next full moon readathon vlog. But anyways, thank you all for coming on to my channel and watching this video. If you like it, subscribe if you want to. Comment down below y'all's thoughts on any of these books. And if you are participating in this readathon, how is the readathon treating y'all so far? I'm very curious to know about y'all's thoughts about the readathon right now. And if you made it this far into the video and you don't have really much else to say, you just want to leave an emoji to let me know you're here, just leave me the new moon emoji. Whether it's just the regular new moon or the new moon with the face, because this is the new moon phase vlog, because as of I'm recording, it is August 4th and it is actually the new moon. So I think it's very much aptly named. Anyways, thank you all for coming on to this video, and I hope to see you on my next one. Bye.